Happy birthday,
Okay.
Brandon.
Simmer.
I had to get it in first.
And it was a lot.
Well, it's your birthday.
Well, you just shot me to next year's birthday
You're
with
welcome.
your intensity.
I'm in a good mood today.
Guys, hold on. Well, that makes one of us because...
It's your birthday. Come on.
I get it. Okay. No, I appreciate it. It's nice. No, it's nice once annually to be just emphatically reminded of your mortality. Celebrate me. You remember how it used to... We'll talk about this when the episode starts. I'll address you when the episode starts.
Okay.
It's a real, like, Scrooge McDuck move. A real, like, 1980s, like, stockbroker move.
There is a stack of bills on Brandon's counter. He informed me that it was $70. Is this gig money?
This is gig money.
Okay.
These are dollars that were gifted to me by people who are like, oh, bless your heart.
Stop it.
These are called bless your heart bucks.
Stop. They're tips. And so Brandon was just sniffing because the ragweed is high. And he just took one of the bills, a 20, and just dabbed his nose with it. Just so flippant.
My birthday
But
wish.
it got me good.
My birthday wish is to be the kind of dude who gets
swims
to
in coins.
wipe his boogers with a Hamilton. Is that a Hamilton? Is that who's on there?
It's a
Jackson. It's a Jackson.
It's a 20.
I got it before you told me because I know.
Because you know the Hamilton $10 founding father without a father.
I do now, but I only deal in Benjamins, and that's why I didn't know. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands Warm Hearts. I'm Brendan Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 123.
My favorite thing so far today is
What?
on this, the day of my birth, you sat down, turned on your front-facing camera, and just under your breath went, "Time is a thief."
Well, it is. It is.
Anytime I check out at Target henceforth, I won't be thinking, what a deal on pomegranates. I won't be thinking, this Goodfellow long sleeve tee is going to be real soft after a couple of washes. I'm not going to think that. I'm going to think, time is a thief.
It is a thief, guys. And if there's a day to be reminded of that, it's today.
It's the day of your birth.
Your 52nd birthday.
That's the one. That's the one that I'm celebrating because you shot me out of a cannon with your salutations and well wishes.
I had to talk to you first.
You remember how fun birthdays were when you were a kid?
So fun.
Because you were just like, you were going to live forever.
And the day was all about you.
In time, I was a thief. I was taking all the time I could.
The presents?
All the time, all the presents, all the little Debbie snack cakes. I'm a little Swiss cake roll burglar.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here I am this morning. Took a pill.
Don't know what it was.
Took a pill and a wellness shot. I'm back on this week. I'm back on my intermittent fasting because I'm not going to go into the next year of my life overweight, which I am right now. These are the considerations as I sit across from you in this soft cardigan, celebrating my expulsion into this world. Here he comes.
That was descriptive, and I didn't care for it. You know who else won't? Crindy.
Skadoosh. Here comes Brandon. World. Here he comes. $1 founding father. Here he comes. $50.
Listen, it's true. When you think back on your birthdays as a kid, what one stands out as the most memorable? What's the first one that pops into your mind?
When you had a party at a Taco Bueno?
Well, that was my party, and I was 4, and there's no way you remember that. But I did have my 4th birthday at the Taco Bueno that still stands today, and I still like to frequent for the Mexi Dip and Chips.
We've talked about the hayride that I split with another person for my
13th.
birthday when we went BOGO on a birthday party with
we used to do that a lot.
with a person who I was kind of friendly with.
Yeah.
We weren't friends.
Well, but yes, you were, and that's how you kill 2 birds with one stone. You get more kids at your party.
Yeah,
you can invite the whole class.
Here's what I love. when I'm the one who means to be celebrated. I love the phrase, let's kill two birds with one stone to be uttered. You know what, guys? I don't know that Brandon's a big enough draw to get people out to this hayride. Let's add another person on the bill. We need a co-headliner for Brandon's birthday party.
I think it's great, and it makes a lot of sense, especially as kids get older. It makes sense for parents, okay? It's fiscally responsible. We can combine resources and make a better party for the kids.
How much was hay in the 90s? What are we doing here? How much was hay? What was the going rate for show bales in the oh gosh, Amanda's going to comment on that because show bales is from The Office. Amanda, I'm beating you to the punch.
Listen.
The Hay King.
There was so much more than hay at your party.
Dude.
There were chaperones, of which I was one. Food.
We couldn't get
music?
enough. We couldn't get enough attendees. So you spent the afternoon making friends out of hay for me. It's just
stuffing scarecrows.
It's Brandon, Candace, and a flatbed full of scarecrows. And who's the one here without a brain?
Stop.
This guy.
Stop it. It was a great party. It was great. And I think it makes sense. And as kids get older, families get busier. And so if you can combine two birthdays into a great bash, I think it's great.
I'm sure you do because you never had to split top billing at your birthday.
I did. I
with
had
whom?
Joint parties with multiple people.
But was it with friends? Was it
Yes.
stuff that you planned on like deliberately?
Well, my friend Leah and I, hi Leah, we had our birthday party at the indoor Best Western pool.
Dude, I can smell it to this day.
So chlorine.
It was walking into that.
A little bit of mildew.
But just the right amount. Just the right amount. There was a sauna in there.
The windows were steamed up.
And then the pool was in the middle of the like lobby, and all of the rooms
We
looked
call
down
it an
on
atrium.
Oh, you do. It was it was in the atrium, and I remember just going. People had parties there all the time.
All the time.
And you would just go hang, and like the minute you walk in, you get hit in the face with that chlorine, and it's okay. It's
the
fine.
eyes start watering.
It smells like chicken fights in here.
It smells like chicken fights and Marco Polo.
Smells like Marco Polo, which, given the hygiene of the time, probably not an accurate description. Because I bet you Marco Polo, a ripe traveler. Scurvy. Past the limes. Here comes Mark. Past the limes, Mark's in the house, and he's got a ripping case of the scurv. He's scurvilicious, and he's trying. Clear out. We need to double the chlorine. MP hopped in with a scurvy, and he's leaching out of his pores.
Listen, scurvy is no joke.
Who wants a limeade? Everyone now. This party brought to you by Sonic because Marco Polo gave everyone scurvy. There's the title of the episode. Happy birthday, Brandon out.
Listen.
Happy Scurv Day, Brandon. You want some key lime pie? For my key lime guy. Marco Polo. Oh, wait, no, that's not Brandon. That's the other birthday person. Let's find Brandon.
Guys.
When you have to put your presents on a table and divide them up, when someone shows up and it's basically a bride side, groom side scenario, it's your hayride birthday, I'd rather be at the Best Western because this is the worst Western. All aboard.
It was such a good party.
Anyway.
It was such a good party, and I will not have you disparage it. Grindy and Harry, it was a good party. I was there chaperoning.
Listen, clearly it's a memorable one because here we are talking about it all these years later. Here's one thing I will say, and Grindy might push back a little on this, but it's not...
Push back, Grindy.
It's not her doing.
Okay.
I don't know that I've ever been a big birthday guy. Yeah. I'm not like I don't recall a ton of parties. I recall like hanging out with pals and like mom being like, "Hey, what do you want to do for your birthday?" And I'd be like, "I don't know, just probably have a couple friends over and like go hang out."
But as a little guy, you had birthdays every year.
Sure. But far enough back like that I don't remember them all as well.
Sure, but we've got receipts.
But
he had birthday parties.
But
guys.
the last quote unquote like party that I remember is probably the hayride. After that, it just turned into like it just turned into hangs.
Yes.
And to this day,
sleepover.
To this day, I'm that way. I'm not a big advertiser of as I talk about it on a podcast. I'm not a huge advertiser of it like in my life.
Right.
But so when I get well wishes and things, I'm always like, thank you very much. But I don't I don't put it out there.
Some people are birthday people.
Some people
and
are.
They're like, it's my birthday week. Everybody bow down to me. We're going to lunches. We're going to dinners.
We're splitting hayrides with acquaintances.
Costumes.
We're going and having
confetti.
We're all getting scurvy. Hop in the Dodge Neon. Let's go get scurvy.
That's it. We're taking a trip. I'm the same way. I get uncomfy.
Yeah.
With the celebration.
I don't, and again.
But then again, if people didn't acknowledge it, I'd be sad and mad.
It'd be a bummer. I'm that way too. It's
and resentful.
So last year on my birthday day, I actually played a gig during the day. That was the day when the drones were dropping prizes for children on top of me. Yeah. By the way, did it again this year.
Yes.
It's the best gig. The people there are so sweet.
Yeah.
But
more drones.
Unmanned drones dropping dum-dums and pencil erasers.
But nothing else.
That's it.
We don't want them dropping anything else.
No, just
we
no.
Don't want it.
We don't need an Acme Anvil situation.
No, we
don't. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I'm not. I realize people will disagree. Mm-hmm. Because I am an extroverted introvert.
Yes, you are.
I don't always love to be the center of attention. Like if we're joking and having fun, like being in the joke is fun.
I get it.
But or if I'm performing at a place, then you're the center of attention, all that. But like in my day-to-day life,
right.
If it's about me, like, hey, Brandon, it's your birthday, I tend to recoil a bit from that.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Anyway.
I do too. It makes me uncomfortable. And Jeff does nice things for my birthday, and my friends will take me to dinner or give me gifts, which is so dear, and it means the world to me. But in terms of throwing a big party, like I'm never going to throw myself a party.
Right.
Or, I might one of these days plan a trip with girlfriends or something. That would be fun, and just use our birthdays as an excuse. I just like to see the people that I love, and if my birthday gets us all together, then great. But I don't want to wear the sombrero at the restaurant. You know what I mean?
I want to wear the sombrero at home.
Yeah.
I want to sit here in a sombrero and celebrate myself. Mm-hmm. And I don't want anyone else. Mm-hmm. No one.
Well, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Happy birthday to you. Grateful for you. Okay. What you been up to this week or weekend? The aforementioned gig? Drone gig?
That drone gig was back a ways.
You didn't even talk about it.
I think I probably touched on it, but I didn't
I didn't know that it was the drone gig.
Well, that's what we call it. Mm-hmm. I actually had a weirdly busy week. I had, I get it. It's my birthday.
Belch.
Happy birthday.
Belch.
Happy birthday, Brandon. We got Scurvy and Burps. Come on, dude. Best name for like a fish restaurant on the dock.
Oh.
Scurvy and Burps, where it's like Dick's Last Resort, where I get to come up to the table and be a real butthead to everybody. Welcome to Scurvy and Burps. Landlubbers. Who wants the bread basket? Well, you can't have it. You're overweight.
And all of your beers have to be served with a lime wedge.
A lime wedge.
Citrus everywhere.
No, just an entire uncut lime dropped into the beer. It's good for scurvy.
You got to eat it like an apple.
Yeah, you got it. You bob for it.
Before they'll give you your fish and chips.
Captain
Chapman.
Chapman's back with the lime and the coconut. The Bill Cosby pirate, apparently. Captain Huxtable.
You looking for investors?
Nope.
Good.
Had you see this $70?
It's got a booger on it.
$70 does not a dockside restaurant make.
No.
I'm here to tell you.
Help me.
Hey, Leo. Don't.
He was just
so
giving me kisses.
So
guys, he's just in here all the time.
Here's what I had this week.
Fish and chips.
Yeah. Well, no, on
whole limes.
On Tuesday, Medium Build, who is one of my favorite musicians in the world.
I know this.
Came through town and played at Beer City Music Hall. And so I went to that and I got to hang out with dear friend Jake came to town, and buddy Tom was there. And so I got to see Mini Build. Show was even better than the last one. So good.
I know that you love
every
Medium
time.
Build.
Every time I see him, I feel like it's the last time I'll be able to see him in a venue that size. So last time it was Pony Boy. This time it's Beer City. I bet next time it'll be the Tower.
Bigger.
Because he's so great. Oh my gosh, he's so good.
I love that.
So did that,
and I'm happy that was a birthday week thing for you.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. And then this is not to get too deep into it. Had a dear friend, won't mention names, but had a family member pass away recently, and so the service was this week, and some other friends came to town for it, and so we got to get together and celebrate this person's life and be there for them. So that went on this week, and it was a sad occasion, but it's always good to see friends and celebrate life and do the thing. Sure. Then the next day, dear friend and booking manager Jess got me a ticket to see an act named Wyatt Flores, who is from Stillwater. I've never met because he's a child. He's like 23 years old, but he's kind of blowing up. Sold out the Criterion. Whoa. Went and saw him there. And as a fun little coincidence, you want to know who I ran into just at the concert?
Hey,
dear friend and listener of the pod, Jackie. So I got to hang out with Jackie and watch some live music and yeah. So there's that, and then I'm literally covered up planning this hayride, and just honestly, I'm pitting two hay guys against each other to see what kind of price I can get. So maybe I won't have to split my party this time.
Okay.
If I can find some bargain bin hay.
Guys, you're all invited. You're all invited to the hayride.
Half of you are invited, and I'll leave it to you to decide which. You know who you are. You know, guys, my hay friends, you know who you are.
Jeff and I will be chaperoning.
All my hey girl hays. You know who you are, and the rest of you,
get out.
Get over to the Best Western. I'll meet you at the after party.
Just literally snorted into the mic.
I'll meet you at the after party. This is how I'd make up for it. I'm doing 2 parties for just me.
Yes.
Scurvy on over. Here we go.
Scurvy on over.
Scurvy on down to Scurvies and Burps. House of fish and chips and lots of regrets. Here's walk the plank on over. Here it is, guys.
And when it's your birthday, you have to walk the plank in front of the whole restaurant.
You put on a birthday eye patch, and you have to try to navigate the wood planks of the restaurant on a peggy leggy. Yes. And here it is. Talk to our 60-year-old parrot Reginald.
He has to sit on your shoulder.
And he's got real loose stools. Reginald has. Hey, come on down to Scurvy and Burps, home of Reginald, the 16-year-old macaw with IBS.
And if you can stay on the plank till you get to the baby pool, you get a free
off. Dessert. Oh. No such thing as a free lunch at Scurvy and Burps. In this economy, we're clawing back all the doubloons we can get. We're not, guys.
You get a free flaming drink of some sort.
Yeah.
It's just gasoline.
It takes a pillage to celebrate a child. Guys.
He's still going. Listen, you're on it today.
Listen.
Birthday creativity unlocked.
1 day a year. 364 more days till I'm on full tilt.
Take advantage.
Take advantage now. Guys, should we record for like 7 hours and chop
Let's
it up into the next 7 weeks?
For the next 7 weeks. There'll be a lot happening in the next 7 weeks. People will be confused. Well,
why didn't they touch on the election like at all? Why are they still talking about scurvy and burps? Doubloons. Guys, here's the thing about the election. It's going to affect your doubloons. Guys, I don't know one way or the other who's going to win, but I'll tell you this right now. Your doubloons, they're on the table, and I'm all in. Scurvy and Burps 2025. Guys, it is a very seasonal establishment.
Okay.
We're not open in the winter, so we got to make hay while the sun is shining.
Man, you are killing it.
Yeah, feeling good
today.
Feeling good. Woke up, gave myself my birthday spankings, and I'm ready to pod, to pod hard.
52 of them. I'm bruised up.
Pod hard. Here he comes, aboard the Jolly Roger, on his way to Scurvy and Burps, home of the 60-year-old macaw Reginald with IBS. Loose stools from above.
I think we need a T-shirt for Scurvy and Burps.
I think Scurvy and Burps, like not joking, here it is.
I could see a large Scurvy and Burps in Times Square.
Dude, out of here, Bubba Gump.
It's the next Bubba
Here
Gump.
comes Scurvy and Burps. Now we just need to get it into a Tom Hanks classic film and make it like a very central part of the movie.
That's how we launch it.
That's how business gets made.
Hanks. Well, I'm so glad you had a good week, good birthday week.
I didn't say that.
I have already been up and around this morning. I took a brisk walk.
So you're making it about you. You're making my birthday about you?
I'm gonna. I'm half of this podcast, okay? And
I'm half of this hayride.
I'm half of this hayride, man. So I took a walk this morning. It was the first morning that was actually brisk.
I did one as well.
Wasn't it
It was in the 50s.
So good. I wore a sweatshirt and pants.
Yeah.
Hopi has not been feeling great this week. We've both had family members struggling. Gosh, with crud or whatever this is that's going around
Scurvy.
Edmond, Oklahoma, scurvy. It's terrible. And so Hope who is out of school again today. And she woke up this morning and she kind of danced out of her room. First time she slept all night in a week.
There you go.
I know, I'm encouraged. Kind of danced out of her room, was smiling, and demanded a donut. I said, buckle up, let's go.
What a metaphor for modern society when Hope's teacher goes through and takes roll. And she says, Bobby, present. Ricky, present. Ashlyn, present. Hope, not present. Hope, not present. 2024.
Hope is absent.
Hope is absent.
Days in a row.
Hope is absinthe. Is she? We have that at Scurvy and Burps.
Yes. Guys, if you hear that noise, it's Leo with a chew toy. We may need to take that from him.
I think
it's pretty intense.
If we're doing a lesser of two evils scenario, one is the chomping on the toy.
Sure.
The second is being mauled in the face.
Right.
So I'm choosing.
It's pretty intense.
All right. Give me the thing.
But I'm so grateful that she's doing better today. We went and got donuts. I'm not a donut person, but you know what I did today?
Had a donut?
I had 2 donut holes.
So you're still not a donut person.
And that sugar is hitting.
Yeah?
I'm feeling good. To me, that was one of the best things I've had to eat in an age.
A donut hole?
Yeah, and I don't even like donuts. But I haven't had much sugar. I haven't had many carbs lately. I've really been trying to be disciplined. And that is hitting.
I can count
today
on one hand.
Okay.
That's it. No, I can count on one hand the number of donuts I've had.
In your lifetime?
No. I used to be able to count on one hand the number of donuts I'd had in the hour. I can count on one hand.
Those super donuts in the a la carte line?
Dude, I would
microwave them in the package?
That's right.
Honey buns?
Forget super donuts. I made soup out of donuts and would just eat it. I would just put it in a beer can helmet
Chocolate milk?
and just drink it. No, I can count on one hand the number of donuts I have had since I was 18, probably.
Wow.
And that might be hyperbole.
You're not a dessertman.
But here's the 100% reason for donuts specifically, because I can count. It'll take numerous hands and feet to count the number of cakes I've had. Yeah. Pies.
Cobblers.
Cobblers.
Cookies.
A nice cobbler. A nice cobbler. I want a nice peach pie.
Yes.
Here's the reason.
Okay.
Back in high school, when I was a powerful athlete, when I was a finely tuned athletic machine, let's call it what it is.
Let's do
when
it.
I was when I was kicking sand in the face of the nerds, when I was flexing and causing the earth to shake, when I came through, touchdown dancing, here he comes. Here comes Rob Gronkowski. Oh wait, that's Barnton Beefwell, looking stacked. From the rocks of the Mount. So here's Brandon. No, when I was a football boy, footy ball boy, we played on Friday nights.
Yes.
Friday Night Lights. And Saturday morning, they would have Saturday morning practice, which was realistically a clever ploy by the coaches to keep the footy ball boys from going out and getting into too many shenanigans on Friday night post game, imbibing in the you know.
I do.
They're trying to keep these young hooligans from
out of the naughties,
from going to Scurvy and Burps with a fake identifications. One Polynesian pearl diver, please. One rumski for the boys. One fish bowl, and all the guys just gathered around it with a crazy straw, talking about what a good footy ball game they just played.
That didn't happen.
Not a gal in sight. All the special teams guys go to Scurvy and Burps while the skill players are over at Chili's for the Big Mouth Burger and the Triple Dippies.
Oh my God.
Anyways, so Saturday morning they would require you to do like 3 lifts and do a quarter mile on the track, and then we would watch game film.
Yeah. Good times.
It was always easy to get out of lifting by going, I tweaked my knee last night, coach. And they go to the training room. And you did that. And I'll give you 3 guesses who did that every single Saturday.
Yeah.
This guy.
But
they also, these events were sponsored, paunched by a local donut shop. Daylight Donuts.
Yeah. That's what we had today.
Would bring in.
Sponsor us, Daylight.
Whole chalky milk. Whole regular cow milk.
Oof. Whole chalky milk tastes like melted chocolate ice cream.
It is.
It's delicious.
And unlimited, just as many donuts as you could shove into your stupid spew hole. And you would sit there and watch film and just eat them. And every Saturday of my senior year of high school, I would sit, watch game film, eat 10 donuts.
Bear claws. Oh.
Drink a whole chalky milk and a whole reggie milk, and then spend all of Saturday feeling like the biggest pile of garbage you've ever seen. And because of that, I have this memory of a donut, and I can't do it.
Donuts have no nutritional value.
They don't, do they?
I don't think that they do. I really don't think that they do. But because my girl has had a tough week, I said, load it up, sister. We're getting you a donut. And I got some donut holes myself. Guys, before we move on, I want to do a quick fact check. I've realized that the cognitive decline has begun, and I find myself misspeaking more and more on the podcast. Brandon's not even responding.
I'm listening.
He knows it's true. Okay. My children are starting to make fun of me, just like we used to give Crindy the business when she would misspeak. And we've even brought up some of those things on the pod. But last week I referenced a conference that I went to in Oklahoma City, and I say it wrong every time I say it. The conference was called Painters, Prophets, Poets. And I talked about our friend Sarah, who is the pastor of First Baptist Church of Oklahoma City. And I called her Sarah Baker. It's Sarah Stewart. And I had just messaged a sorority sister, Sarah Baker, on Instagram, and that was fresh in my mind, and that's why I did that. And so I want to apologize for misspeaking and for calling her by the wrong name. Good grief, it's happening. The cognitive decline. I'm going to choose
to think of her as Sarah Baker because I like it.
Well, Sarah Baker's great. She's great. But anyway, guys, okay.
Ashley texted me after this.
I did. And
about
I said,
how terrible she felt. And I immediately, in my Enneagram 7-ness, forgot about it the minute she said it.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you she has lived in that cesspool of self-doubt and guilt for 6 days.
All week.
All week,
guys.
Nightmare brain.
All week. Okay. The other night, something funny happened. I let the dogs outside at bedtime.
That's hilarious.
To go potty.
No, that's hilarious.
To go potty. What do we say? Do we say, I let the dogs outside to go to the bathroom? Because they don't go in there. I let the dogs outside to go to the restroom.
I let the dogs out to make.
I let the dogs out to make.
I let the dogs out to make.
I let the dogs out to pee.
These Baja men with all their questions. I have the answers. I let the dogs out. And why? To make.
Who?
Dude, Fran sings the hits.
No
Dude,
one would buy it.
One of those late night commercials where you're like, do you like Fran?
No.
Yes. Ho, let the dogs out. Ho, 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 ho. Wiki Wild Wild. Wiki Wild Wild West. Jim West Desperado. You know it's true. Everything I do. I do it for you.
No one would. And I love the selections.
There were nights when the wind was so cold.
It's not even singing.
Love lifts us up.
Fran speaks the hits.
Where we belong.
Oh, that was so dramatic. What I love is the range.
It's all over the place.
It is. Fran doesn't discriminate.
I hope you know I pack a chainsaw. Give me something to break.
Fran speaks the hits.
Dude, spoken word album by Fran is my favorite thing. A little bit of Sandra in my life. I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
Come smack a dookie bokatika macarena. When you're going in the thing in the Casa Punahuena. Hey, Macarena. Hi.
Fran speaks Macarena. It's my favorite
Because she didn't
from the album.
She didn't bother to learn it. No. What's all this gobbledygook that you're saying, Los Del Rio? Who bachatita? Marina. Macarena. I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, Fran.
Anyway, sorry.
All right. The other night, I let the dogs out to make. Okay, Leo, head on the keyboard is not going to work. He can't be close enough.
No.
He cannot get close enough. He's on me. Look at this.
He's a lot.
So I let the dogs out, and I heard Ellie barking her head off, and I thought, oh, no. And as I've shared before, Ellie is a curious gal. She's a terrier. If there's a critter, she's going after it.
Sure.
She got skunked.
Sure.
And I shared about that on a past episode.
Her terrier got derriered.
She got skunked and smelled like it for months. So I hear her barking and I think, oh no, she wouldn't come to me. The outdoor light had burned out. So I went outside and flipped it on. I couldn't see anything, but I heard her going crazy. Jeff was on a call. This was at night with, someone on the other side of the globe.
Tokyo.
Probably. And I could tell it was an animal because of the way she was acting and barking.
That Jeff was on a call with?
Yes. And also, I flipped on the light in the front of the house, and the light bulb is about to burn out, but it had this weird strobe effect.
Sure.
So it was like, which added to the moment. It was terrifying. I thought she had a snake.
Did she?
Well, I went and got Jeff off the call, and he came out. We got some flashlights.
He fears no snake.
It was an armadillo.
That's not shaped like a snake one bit.
Not at all. But it was digging, trying to get out of the corner of the yard. It was huge. It was a huge armadillo. And I realized I've seen armadillos plenty of times on the side of the road.
Sure.
But I've never seen a live one up close.
Yeah. Did it hiss at you? Did it jump?
No, because half of it was buried underground. And it was just kicking dirt up into Ellie's face.
With his little gross little claws.
Yeah. They are bizarre looking.
They're weird little dinosaurs.
They really are. And I thought, of all my years in Oklahoma, of all the time I've spent here, I've never seen a live one up close. Until now.
One time in college.
We let it go, by the way.
I was outside, and a friend of mine named Adam pulled up in his truck and was like, check this out. And he just walked to the bed of the truck and picked up an armadillo by its tail and was holding it live. And then he just set it back down in the truck. I was like, why is there an armadillo in the bed of your truck? He's like, I put it there. I was like, why'd you put it there? He's like, I found it on the road. I was like, why? And he's like, it'll stay in there. It'll just hang out. Oh. So he drove around town.
Just showing people.
Tooling around with a truck full of dilla.
Welcome to Adam's Truck Petting Zoo.
Dude, that's it. He just drives around and just puts little dividers, goes and picks up some of the chicks and ducks from Outwoods. Possums. He's got some of them over there. Possum right here. Armadillo. He's already got it. Mobile petting zoo. It's like trunk or treat, but it's like grosser.
Way grosser. There was a rumor that they spread leprosy.
But it's scurvy. And that's
Somehow they affect your citrus intake.
that's how
Your
scurvy.
vitamin C.
That's how scurvy got stateside. Is the
Dillas.
the Dillas from Europe hopped on to the Mayflower, brought their scurv.
Listen.
Marco Polo and his merry gang of piratemans brought their chief export from Spain. What is he? Italy, Spain.
Which one are you talking about?
Marco Polo.
Oh, I don't know. Google it. Producer's not here today, guys.
Ever anymore.
He quit. Okay, this past week was very full for us too. Both of the boys are in choir this year, vocal music, and they both had concerts. We had one Thursday night, one Friday night. Harrison's was Thursday night, and the theme of it was eternal light, a lot of songs about light, and it was absolutely stunningly beautiful. Per usual, there was a song that got me good, and I cried.
Okay.
Who wears Marco Polo from? I know you're just itching to tell me.
He's Venetian.
Okay.
So Italy.
Italy.
But no results for Italian armadillos.
Okay.
But the translation for armadillo in Italian, armadillo.
You did it. And the way that you did your hand, Italian. That was good. What is happening?
Trying to get it to say.
Armadillo.
Armadillo.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
He's
This was
trying
fun.
to make a song with it. Okay. He scared the dog. He's leaving. And Asher's concert was Friday night, and it was a spooky choir concert.
Cool.
And they did Halloween songs.
Did you do Monster Mash?
But then they
they
do Monster Mash. And I'll tell you what, they had a crew of 5 kids who were narrating it. Talk about spoken word. They did great.
Talk about.
I was working in my lab, that whole thing.
A lot of that. A lot of woo ha 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 ha.
They did. And they were great.
Yeah,
These kids
did.
were great.
Hey.
And then the larger choir had a dance and sang with it. So it was great.
Have we talked about Evil Dead the musical?
No, but let me finish this real quick because you'll find this funny. Because
I'll
we've
be the
talked about
judge of
this.
that.
Okay, so they did all of these Halloween songs. They closed it out with Hallelujah.
Sure. But they changed the lyrics to make it very Halloween-y.
No. Halloween, yeah.
Also,
Halloween.
weird song choice content-wise for a bunch of children to sing.
Well, I know, but here's the thing. They sang it, and the guy said, I know this is a bit of a departure, but here's Hallelujah from Shrek. It's a preview for Christmas.
It's a Rufus Wainwright version.
And I thought, okay, way to tie it in. And actually, it was really beautiful. They had a lot of harms because in middle school they're starting to
They were
learn
trying to
about
they were trying to
harmonies.
set us up for Christmas is what they were doing.
I think
so. It's like when Santa shows up at the Thanksgiving Day parade. It's like, hey guys,
Stay
hey
tuned
guys,
for this.
Except for it's instead of Santa, it's Rufus Wainwright,
Yeah,
and it's October.
dressed as Santa.
It's Rufus
Dressed as Jack Skellington. Dressed as
dressed
Santa.
as Santa.
And that's how we tied it. Dressed as Shrek.
Dressed as Shrek. Yeah, that's it. And guys, don't think too hard about it. This imagery works. Okay?
But it
if
was
you don't
actually
get it,
beautiful.
If you don't get it, you're the stupid one.
Yeah.
Gaslit.
Total.
Seasonal gaslighting. Courtesy of cold hands, warm hearts.
Seasonal.
Dude, in election years, there is for sure seasonal gaslighting. Listen, Evil Dead the musical. Let me touch on this real quick.
Okie-dokie.
Years ago,
Yeah.
dear
I
friends,
remember this.
yeah, Levi and Jess and
Hi,
Lindsay
Levi
and
and
I
Jess. Hi, Lindsay.
found out that there was a thing called Evil Dead the musical based on the movie Evil Dead.
Right.
I will not get too in depth with it. We can save it for another day. Drove into the middle of nowhere, into a field where they had
Cornfield, right.
constructed a metal building. And they were funneling people in. And when I tell you that it looked like a Hot Topic had exploded in that room, it looked like a Hot Topic had exploded in that room.
What'd you wear?
I wore a nice J. Crew button down and some pleated chinos with Crocs with gibbets in them.
Inexplicably.
No, I don't even remember. It was like everyone's going on a date, so I probably dressed kind of nice, ish.
Yeah.
Overdressed.
Yes.
Especially given the fact that the front 3 rows were the splash zone, where the
Blood
principal
zone.
players were just throwing balloons full of blood on people, much to their delight.
Were you in the splash zone?
I was out of it.
Good. Did you get your residual?
This is J. Crew! Okay? Take it easy. Yes, it's from 2 seasons ago. It's from 2 seasons ago and it's ill-fitting and rumpled, but it's J. Crew.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How very dare you?
Do you see? You got corn syrup all over my hammer loop. What? These low top Doc Martens aren't gonna. This is suede. Okay, well, okay. The braids of my belt are ruined.
You're never getting it out.
No, and it was basically the first song was them on the way to the cabin in the woods. Do you want to know the lyrics to the first song? Burned into my memory, and I will remember them till the day I die. You remember?
I don't remember, but I'd like to hear them.
Cabin in the woods, oh yeah. Cabin in the woods, all right. Cabin in the woods, oh yeah. Cabin in the woods, all right. 50 times. As they pushed the paper car that they were inside of along the stage on stage.
Were they good? Were they talented singers?
It was horrible. But 10 out of 10 would go again. Would sit in the splash zone. Just warn me. I'll wear my finest TJ Maxx attire or I'll go to Hot Topic.
I would, if you do hear of this again, I'd like to go.
This was a spectacular. You're going to be in there handing out like waters and scriptures.
Yeah, because that's what I do.
I don't understand
I'm
if you're being serious
like
or not.
I'm weird like that, Brandon.
I told you I wanted to go to the gathering of the Juggalos.
And I said I'd go.
And you turned it into a mission trip.
I said I would hand out waters. I didn't say a thing about being weird with scripture.
Yeah, but you're sneaking some holy into that water. I'm here.
I mean, that's for me to say. I'm not going to put it... I'm not going to make it weird. I'm just going to give people a bottle of water if they get thirsty.
You're anointing, and I'm anointing with Fago Moon Mist.
Listen.
I'm over in the mosh.
I would love to go to that if you hear of it again.
I hear of it every year.
And you know what? If we don't hear of it, let's put it on ourselves. You got the first song down.
I don't know nearly enough Juggalos. I need to. This is the.
I'm saying
this is the hayride all over again.
The musicale, not the Juggalos.
Oh, I won't do it. I shouldn't do it without Juggalos.
The musical?
It's Juggalos or no? Oh no, yeah, we'll do that.
I'm saying let's do it in your backyard.
I bet I bet the Venn diagrams of this musical and Gathering of the Juggalos overlap for sure.
Sure. You got flyers for both in the Hot Topic.
Yeah, no doubt. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
On the community bulletin board.
I do. Can I tell you something? I like that Hot Topic's still kicking.
Oh, totally.
I walked past a Spencer's Gifts the other day. I was like, you're doing it.
Yeah.
Spence.
There's some things you can get in there that you can't get anywhere else.
Scurvy.
Just by walking in. Listen,
Scurvy by proxy.
I remember going to the mall when I was a kid.
That's crazy.
Right, because it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
And you'd walk in the Spencer's and you'd look around and you'd be like, I shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
There's stuff in here I'm not supposed to see.
You guys enjoy your
These posters.
You guys enjoy your
of
Cinnabons.
Lil' Kim.
Yeah, you enjoy your Cinnabons. I'll be back here sandwiched between a poster of Kathy Ireland and Lil' Kim.
It's not. It's naughty.
Yeah.
Don't look.
Yeah.
They were in there. The farther back you went in, the naughtier stuff got.
It's like the circles of hell.
Yes.
The deeper into Spencer's. That's what Milton was writing about all along. Was the Spencer? Isn't he who wrote the Paradise Lost?
Oh, I thought you meant Dante's Inferno. Further back. We're going medieval on this.
Yep. We're getting medieval on this Spencer's Gifts.
Oh, my word. Okay, big news this week. Asher went to his first cotillion last weekend. The 7th grade social. It was a tailgate theme. It was at the Chicken Shack out in Arcadia. Have you been out there? We've been to a Chicken Shack.
The original Chicken Shack. I haven't been since they relocated it.
Yes. It's something out there. It's big.
Go ahead.
It's fun. Like, we should go, is what I'm saying.
Have they updated it?
It smelled like fried chicken.
When we went last, I have one very distinct memory of there was nothing for children to do. So I watched a bunch of feral, dirty children play with a big wooden spool. They pushed it around.
And those children got in a terrible fight.
Yeah.
Remember that kid who shoved that kid's face into the ground?
Yeah.
And I was worried he was going to push him into the fire.
Right.
Because there were fires everywhere.
Just literally, it was a post-apocalyptic scenario. You got the Scurvy twins. The Scurvy twins over here running roughshod over everybody who came out to... And these are... let's be real. These are like local townie... These are chicken shack kids. Like, I'm going to be real honest.
But our kids were out there mixing it up.
A bunch of Kool-Aid faced.
People could have thought we were chicken shack kids back in the day.
We probably
were barefooted.
You
were drinking the neighbor's gasoline.
Walmart footed my way over there and had a nice little huffy huff. Good thing it was the doctor's house.
Accidental, guys.
But these were like
accidental.
These were like when you own a farm and you have barnyard cats. These were feral chicken shack kids.
Okay. I don't think so.
Pushing
I just
the
think
spool.
when anyone goes to the chicken shack, they kind of...
Holding dominion over the big wooden spool. I don't care if you have the conch. I'm speaking. Piggy. Scooch to the right because I'm pushing a giant rock atop you, sir.
I will tell you that, listen, it's great out there. It's great. It was a tailgate theme, the 7th graders.
Sure.
They had a DJ, games, and a lot of fried chicken. Asher told me that...
None of these things sound bad.
No. He told me nobody was dancing at this one. There was no coupling up, no dancing. Yeah. I think that happens at the... What is happening? You turned up your volume for Armadillo.
Yeah, I did.
Turn it down.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
It's my birthday.
It's my split birthday.
With Candace.
With Candace.
So anyway, I think we can anticipate maybe some more couple dancing at the formal cotillion to come. Let's see. I've been keeping up with my walks, as we've been talking about. They've been keeping me sane in this time. I encourage you guys, go for it. You'll feel results immediately in terms of your stress and anxiety. And over time, it will compound and you will feel so much better. You'll sleep better. Your body won't be as creaky. You'll be more cheerful. I'm telling you, take walks in the sunshine. We gotta do it for our mental health. I've been trying to do at least 45 minutes a day for the last couple of months. But the other day, I know I've told you about my markers along the way. There are so many dead squirrels in my neighborhood. My neighborhood is very treed.
Yeah.
So many squirrels. I saw like 7 smashed ones.
Who's smashing all the squirrels in your neighborhood?
Cars. They're going after the acorns. Oh. They're everywhere.
Listen, I don't like... It's like... It sounds like it's like a red herring. It's like the beginning of an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's like... What's happening to all the squirrels?
Something's happening to the squirrels. My dog's got one the other day. Ellie was prancing around with one in her mouth.
Gross.
I know, it was sick. Okay, but the other day was trash day, and I was walking past a trash can that was absolutely overflowing with something I did not expect to see. The lid was open.
Squirrels.
And there were boxes piled high.
Okay.
Of puree. It's a cat product.
Oh, okay.
And they're like a squeezy pop.
Sure.
There were so many boxes of puree. I don't know how many cats these people have, but it's like a squeeze pop. Have you seen the commercials where you hold the thing and the cat wraps its paws around your hand and then licks like a popsicle?
I don't like it. I don't like your description of it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like any of it.
I saw this commercial a while back and I thought, ew, who is buying the puree? These people had literal cans overflowing with the boxes.
Do you think that there may be these like My Strange Addiction people? And they eat it. They fancily feast on it. They sit down after a long, hard day at the office.
That's the only thing. They have to. There's so much. Unless they're running a cat sanctuary.
Yeah,
and I've never seen a cat near their property.
That's what I'm saying. These people.
They're like the people who eat hair.
Yeah.
Or like stuffing.
Yeah, or puree.
Out of pillows.
Yeah. Listen. All of this dead squirrel talk.
Something's happening.
Has got me, listen, gather them up.
The squirrels?
let's have an offshoot, like a little tchotchke shop, like a Cracker Barrel at Scurvy and Burps, but let's do pelts. Let's do squirrel pelts. So it's like while you're waiting on your table, get you a pelt. Dude, birthday shopping's done.
Hats.
Everyone in my life is getting squirrel stuff.
Scarves.
Scurvy scarves. Everybody, COVID masks.
That makes me want to gag.
Business is business, okay?
Squirrel pelt COVID masks.
Yeah, you see this pile of bills over here?
I do.
How do you think
the one with boogers on it?
How do you think I got these?
People felt sorry for you.
People pelt sorry for me. So stupid.
So stupid. Anyway, it's a mystery, and I want to find out, but I think you just solved it, honestly. I don't like it.
Can I tell you something that happened to me in this past week that I'm pretty sure happened to you as well?
Sure.
I got more questions from listeners of the pod about last episode than I've gotten about any. And you want to know what the question was?
What was it?
What was the name at the tag agency?
I got a couple of those, too. Guys, if you go back and listen, you'll be able to decipher it.
Guys,
we dropped some clues.
Guys, if you go back and listen, you don't have a whole lot going on.
No.
And I'm just going to be real honest. You don't have a lot in your life worth...
Did you tell them?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. I've shared it with a couple people as well.
It was a good one.
Yeah. Okay, really quick, fantasy football update. How you doing?
I actually am having a pretty good run so far.
Okay.
The guy I played last week and beat, I has to be furious because I forgot to set my lineup and I had three slots on my starting lineup completely vacant, 0 points.
Yeah.
But I beat him because the rest of my team went crazy.
Yeah.
And if I'm him watching that happen, I'm like, this idiot.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's happened to me a couple times, and not because I forgot, just because I don't do that. I told the family, if I win this, it's going to be because I put in no effort. And in fact, this is funny. I've never had this happen to me before, but I follow someone on Instagram. Her name's Taryn Delaney Smith. She's hilarious and precious, and I love her. She's the girl, you may have seen her, who does Heaven's Receptionist. She wears the towel on her head and has the razor. She's so beautiful, so funny. Anyway, she did this funny post the other day about how her husband's friends are mad at her because she's disrupted their whole fantasy league.
Sure.
And she named her team the Poops and Peas.
It's great.
And based it on their costume colors. And she said costume colors. And so I wrote a comment and I said, my team is called I Just Hope Everybody Has Fun. And my criteria was kind eyes. Do you know my comment has over 10,000 likes on her page?
How come you can get attention for someone else's socials, but you can't get, like, we need to...
It made me... I every day I'm like, more people? And so many people have written me about it. Over 10,000 likes for that.
You should say, if you think this is funny, you should listen to my brother and me talk about stuff.
Maybe I will. And they'll be like, canceled.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
You watch the likes slowly go away. People deliberately take the likes back. When someone takes the effort to do something extra like that, like we've discussed that I can see all of the playlists that my music gets added to.
Yeah.
My favorite playlist name that my music's ever been added to is Pretty Good But Not Good Enough to Save Into My Liked Songs. Best play. And I don't think they realize that I can see it.
Oh.
But when I saw it, I was like, you know what? It is.
Thank you.
Making that playlist and putting my song on it is so much harder than just liking the song.
Yeah.
They must have felt very strongly, tepidly.
That it was pretty good. I love it. Okay, what you been watching? There's algorithm. That's in my algorithm. How's your algorithm? What's going on in yours?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
It's been a busy week.
What you been watching, reading, or listening to?
I watched all of the new It the other day.
Oh, what'd you think?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
How does it stack up to the old one?
It's different, but I think they did a good job with it.
I haven't watched it, but just seeing that guy's makeup and
he's pretty great. He's great. He's definitely different than Tim Curry, but he did a really good job with it, I think.
Okay.
I also watched. I got a wild hair to watch Liam Neeson really stick it to some kidnappers.
Always.
So I watched.
In every movie.
I watched Taken. And I can tell you what. It's a tight 90-minute movie. Start to finish. Can I tell you that
thrill ride?
My big beef with Taken, and I won't take too long with it, is the whole thing is like his daughter wants to be a singer. You remember that part?
No.
And he befriends this Britney Spears type. And she says, I'll let her sing for my vocal coach, whatever. Then she gets taken. He goes, gets her, brings her back. The last shot of the movie is them walking into the house at this Britney Spears girl's house. And she says, let's see what you got. What I need is a post-credit sequence where she sings and is terrible. The whole movie. It's like the dad's been like, she wants to be a singer. And then he takes her there and she's just...
Bad.
Who let the dogs out? Cut to black. Fade to black. Cut to credits. Anyway, what have you been watching, Richard? Listen to.
Oh, okay. Halloween, we watched Nightmare Before Christmas, which truly is the Halloween movie of the season for us. Hope's really been into the new season of Great British Baking Show, so I've been watching along with her.
Nice.
Thoroughly enjoying.
Nice.
I caught the first episode of The Perfect Couple last night on Netflix. This is the kind of role I love to see Nicole Kidman in these days. A woman of great privilege who's got something to hide. I think she plays that very well these days. I've been listening to a podcast called You Have Permission. I listen to it from time to time. And there's an artist named Jane Sugg who has a new album called Chasing Movement that's interesting to me. She's talking about creativity after faith deconstruction and what that looks like for her. So that's something I've been interested in and listening to. Also, in a total opposite end of the spectrum, the Halloween Party playlist from Apple Music is really good. And I listen to it every year, and it gets me in the season, and it's what I play on my porch while people trick or treat, and it makes me so happy.
Very cool.
So those are the things I've been listening to.
Very cool.
Guys, we would really appreciate it for Brandon's birthday if you would leave a rating and or review. They help us
Not a
so
half
much.
one. A whole one.
A whole one. A whole review for Brandon's birthday. And if you write a funny review, we'll read it on the pod. What's your warm heart, Brandon?
I will say just people being very kind so far today. And I don't know. I don't like birthdays, but it's nice to know that your friends
care. That you were exposed.
Yep. Yep. What's your warm heart? Good luck following that.
Can't. Asher had a great football game last week to the point where his coaches announced over the loudspeaker at the school, Asher the Alpha, Engle. He got a pick 6.
Yeah.
Got some great tackles.
He
got a touchdown, but it got called back for a penalty. But anyway.
Jealousy.
But what was so sweet is that at this game we had Jeff was there, I was there, Mom and Dad were there, Deb and Dave were there, and Katie, youth pastor and friend Katie. And Ash had such a cheering section. And it was one of those moments where I thought, oh, man, our kids are lucky to have such a great support system.
They're lucky to have been exposed. Hey, guys, thanks for listening to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. Bye.
Happy birthday, Brandon.
Bye.
Bye.